So yeah, we have to go back to Hater's Folly, find this deckhand guy. This deckhand guy. I think he's pretty far in here, and I'm lagging all the way in here. Good. It looks like it's passed. But yeah, we have to go get this deckhand. I'm not sure why he deserted. He's just sort of there. But I think this is the door that we couldn't open before. And that did not kill him. That was impressive. And I think that is not a good weapon. Never mind. But yeah, so I think this is the door that wouldn't open before. And I tried to. Either that or I'm talking out of my butt and he's just hiding in some area. I'm going to go with the latter of the two. Looks like the latter. Never mind. Pretty sure. Cause, yeah, he's by the hideout of Sandman. Never mind. That's right. I'm not really sure what that door didn't open. The one I found on, part 6 or part 7. It's like a random door that I assumed would have been opening this. Not sure what the fuck happened there. I thought I saw, like, 2 other people. But I shot one guy in the head, and then the amazing headshot kill, buff, the little electrical storm that appears, happened. So he is apparently a psycho. And I found out that if I stand here, they just sort of just stare off into the distance. And I think I haven't killed him yet. This fucking dude.
I remember him. Deckhand always bragged about blowing up an orphanage, which, ugh, I've murdered my fair share of children, but don't brag about it. That's rude.
Yes, that's what you want to say. Because that makes it all better if you don't brag about it. Pirates in this game are so weird. They're always trying to like one up them, trying to be the most vicious they can be. And I think this guy is now finally in the area we're supposed to go to, which I think I'd try and fast travel to. Or at least fast travel to. I think it's Oasis is where the next point of place, the next transition is. So I think for the most part the DLCs are structured around a particular area, like this is structured around Oasis, and instead of having branching places go off from the different locations that you visit, it all branches off of a single point. I think for the most part that happens. I think so. Yeah, I think, yeah. And I apparently like hearing the sound of the revolver. No, I'm really just gonna run there? Okay. Never mind. I'm just gonna keep doing that, aren't I? It's going to bug the fuck out of me. Just hear the whoosh, 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 whoosh. Okay. Pretty sure I'm just spamming between 1 and, or 3 and 1. Since I have the revolver, makes the revolver sounds. I'll mash you in your bits. Go fuck yourself, dude. I just sort of stopped there. Oh, the ground's not textured. I didn't even realize. It's all this gray stuff, yeah. I don't know if I'm just realizing this now, or if it's always been like that, but it looks really untextured. I'm not sure why. It just sort of does. It does. I just want to get out of there. I don't want to deal with them just charging after me. So is this connected to worm water, or is this further down? No, it's connected to worm water. Never mind. I'll stop talking out of my butt. I missed the initial impale, but the thing just sort of stood there and waited for the explosion. He's like, don't worry, dude. I pity you. You messed up. Don't worry, I got you. He's the real MVP. Not sure why I'm doing this now. I think after Tiny Tina's DLC, I had like 20 odd, or at least it was after one of the DLCs that had like 20 different badass tokens that I just didn't bother putting in. I mean, it's not a bad thing. Definitely, it's a cool addition, like the badass tokens, don't get me wrong. The one thing I don't like is that they carry over from character to character. So, if I was to create another character, all the bonuses that I have would carry over to the next one, unless I turn it off. But if I turn it off, they're still there, so if I spend any more badass tokens, I just sort of upgrade the ones that I've already upgraded. Makes any sense? That's what I think, anyway. I haven't started a new character in a while. But I'm pretty sure all the badass tokens carry over, which is, it's cool, but if you have a very hard time playing it for the first time, like I did, getting my ass kicked left and right, then it kind of defeats the purpose of having a new character starting from the beginning. If you get like a bonus to health, you know, I don't know. I do like the badass tokens; they are pretty cool. They definitely do help, and they add a little bit more customization outside of the whatchamacallit, the heads and skins. The customization in this game is pretty cool. I don't hate it. I wish I could, create my own Vault Hunter, which, since they opened up the next, I assume there's going to be a game 3, and they opened it up having like so many different worlds, so I assume that you could probably do that, which would be cool. Create your own like little Vault Hunter that looks like you. I'll try not, if they do, I'll try not to spend like so much time like I did in Dragon Age. I spent like a good 20 minutes creating my character in Dragon Age. It's a whole like video or something. It's ridiculous. I'm pretty sure the gate opened up as soon as I walked towards it, and then this one didn't. So I was getting kind of confused. I know I can climb up. There's, I think, stairs over here. But yeah, the customization of the characters it's simple, but it's effective. It's like I would have loved more, but with the collecting all the different heads and colors, it's pretty cool.
Big guy.
That's apparently a badass pirate. That's why my character's yelling. I don't think we've seen too many cursed pirates yet. I know when I first played this, I had a really hard time with the DLCs. I think I was playing on playthrough 2, and I don't think I finished the second playthrough. So I'm like level 30, trying to find level like 37s. I think it was like 34, fighting 37s, which may not sound like a lot, but 3 levels in this game seem to be a lot. Levels in this game are like really important. For whatever reason, like being higher by like 1 or 2 levels makes a big difference in most fights. And yeah, I'm not sure why. I guess it, like, I wouldn't say it forces you to do all the side missions, but you should probably do all the side missions to get as high level as you can. Because it's a pain in the ass being like 3 levels down behind the boss. Especially with bosses. Boss fights when you're like down a level or 2. Ugh. They're so hard to fight. Oh, that lag.
The guy you're looking for, I brought him on board a few months back because he's stupidly knowledgeable about Captain Blade's treasure. Then I kicked him off because you'll see.
I'm pretty sure this is the same joke Family Guy has with Herbert. Pretty sure they even nickname him Herbert.
If Herbert asks about me, don't say anything.
I mean, we don't say anything anyway, so... That's what I kind of find weird. A lot of the characters in Borderlands are, like, these silent protagonists. But then they used the characters. Oh, I wouldn't say silent protagonists, because as I just said there, you can. They do have like little voice things to yell out in a fight, but besides that, there's not much else. Which you might be thinking, well, what's wrong with that? But then they make all the previous characters from Borderlands 1 into main characters from Borderlands 2. So I don't know. I feel like they should have cutscenes where the character actually talks. Oh, these are the Anchormen. Okay. Finally found these guys. So the Anchormen are kind of an annoying enemy. They're giant brutes who carry around a, not a hook, it's an anchor, that they can throw at you. And they can pick you up or drag you. It sort of acts like a hook. Although thematically it's a, whatchamacallit, it's an anchor. But they are really annoying enemies to fight with because they can knock you up, they can like drag you, they can push you back. And that attack annoying. They have a lot of CC, I guess is the best way to put it. Even though I don't think there are any CC in this game. They can just like they're really annoying because they can do this, that slam attack does a lot of damage. And they can continue doing it no matter what. There's multiple. Oh, and then they can also block your bullets. When they do that, where they put the anchor in front of them, it actually deflects bullets back at you. So they're just really hard enemies to fight, and they're kind of annoying. Especially when you're in a crowd of enemies and there's like 2 of those guys. Anchorman. Not as good as the movie. Even though they have nothing in common with each other. And apparently I'm gonna kill this random dude that hasn't been bothering me. The right idea by charging at him after he's hiding. So Herbert is up over to our right, but we can't get there because there's like a giant gorge. And just like with the elevator in that in the Haters Volley, we can't actually activate the elevator that travels in between the giant gap until we get to Herbert's house, which makes us run through here. And luckily for us, Toothless Cherry is here, so and a bunch of raiders are as well. Okay, that's a terrible weapon. So this area was really confusing. It's hard to like navigate in this area because there's like, again, with the different levels and elevation problems and apparently a lot of lag. And then like, I don't know, elevation in Borderlands is not their strong suit. I'm pretty sure that said powder monkey. Yeah, it did. Powder monkeys. Those are the guys with the explosives that can knock you back. Yeah, but there are like different levels to this thing. I think there's 3, possibly even 4. And it's really confusing to get to the other side. So yeah, I don't know. Slag weapons are really cool if you're working in a team, because it buffs other damage sources, but when you're by yourself, it sort of doesn't do much. You're like, oh, it's slag, okay. If I had friends, this would be cool. That sounded really depressing. I'm pretty trying to snap with the SMG, and I do it. Wow, that is interesting. And ladders, they totally work. More ladders. This is like ladder central. Okay, that was an invisible wall that sort of stopped me. There's a lot of those like random invisible walls on the pathways that you're supposed to walk in Hammerlock's DLC. The one that I just keep making fun of. I wonder. See, the worst part is Hammerlock's DLC is the 3rd one, so you won't be able to actually see it until you upload Torg And then even then you have to like wait throughout the DLC to see all the random sections where I get stuck on. And by stuck I mean like moving wise. Like for some reason the DLC. Oh, never mind. I'll let her talk, and I guess that's the rest of the video.